Before we begin, we ask that you trust in this process and trust in us. I know that we are all tired, but please keep decorum. Please take a deep breath in and close your eyes. Can you see in front of you? If I asked you to walk around, would you stumble? With your eyes closed, in this moment and in others alike, you are blind and must trust others for guidance. Now open your eyes slowly and consider this. The blindness that we have just experienced is an example of our permanent condition, one of our own ignorance.
At this conference, you have engaged in discussion regarding topics that you hadn't previously understood. However, the speeches and bills debated here consist of only a fraction of thoughts on any given issue. As diverse as our perspectives are, they are limited to this room alone. As we try to expand our knowledge, as we try to feed our curiosity, there's still so much left to know. When walking through the dark, you'll realize there's more space to cover than you first expected. So don't be afraid to stumble in the darkness. Don't be afraid of the vastness, but instead let it cultivate your curiosity.
As individuals with great concern for others, we must frequently reflect on our self-discovery and how to improve. Be self-curious. Amend your fallacies to offer the best of yourself in the service of others. In our quest to empower our fellow Kentuckians, we must also remember to empower ourselves. Do you truly believe that you are a world changer? The welfare of society can only progress when we, as individuals, genuinely act on our compassion for others. Serve as an individual because you want to enact change that will better yourself and those around you. Your abilities are not an accident. In the pursuit of betterment, utilize the talents that you possess to initiate a change in the Commonwealth that begins with you.
My hope is that if you're here, you are not what many would describe our generation as, apathetic. Even if you are not, your passion to change the world may fade as the worries of your personal life grow. However, after you leave this conference, I encourage you to always keep the empowerment and passion that you have felt this weekend close to your heart. You may forget the specific issues that you discussed, but our hope is that you remember the bigger message of this conference. At the very least, it is your responsibility to participate in democracy. It is within your reach to decide the leaders of your communities, to serve the world around you, and to continue discussing injustice and inequality. Never underestimate your ability to change the world, even if it's in the form of voting, volunteering, or advocating. You cannot allow yourself to become complacent with the status quo. Hold on to your passion and let it guide you through the rest of your life.
Here at KYA, we are constantly challenged to go against the grain and share our opinions. We are encouraged to be the authors of new ideas and share them freely with the 1,200 other delegates sitting in this room. Being an advocate for a new idea can be scary. You must have enough courage to stand up and speak, even if you may be ridiculed for it. Think of your idea as a spark. By allowing fear to prevent you from sharing it, your fire will never catch. By sharing your opinion, you are allowing your fire to grow. Eventually, your fire will ignite, sparking your first follower. In order for the fire to continue to burn and grow, you must add sticks. Each stick added to the fire represents the time you shared your opinion. In sharing your opinion, you ensure the fire is spreading. Eventually, your fire will create and encase everything around it as a result of your spark. With this in mind, be brave and allow your opinion to be heard. Be the leader that ignites the movement. Be the spark that lights the fire.
What if? What if Martin Luther King Jr. had said, "I have a dream, but I can't do anything about it"? What if Rosa Parks had said, "I'll move"? What ifs are driven by inquisitiveness, representing the innate pursuit of knowledge that each and every human person possesses. The pursuit of knowledge emerges from a hunger for learning. It is what drives our daily lives, pushing us to new horizons. It is why each and every one of us is sitting in this room tonight. From Pikeville to Paducah and everywhere in between, We all have our differences, yet we are connected through a shared curiosity. We are all looking to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. We are all always learning something new, so be sure to take advantage of every opportunity, not only in partaking, but also in being a source of information and inspiration for others. Don't attempt perfection. There will always be someone who knows more than you. Instead, work hard, find your passion, and never lose your sense of your pursuit of knowledge.
As we, the youth of the Commonwealth, grow in our passions and formations of opinion, we must not stand alone. Here, in this room, no one stands alone. For each of us has been shaped and inspired by something we've heard these past 2 days. When you leave this conference, you will not leave the things you have heard that have diversified your opinions, your passions that came from these people. In that, you shall not last closed-minded. Be open, be ever-changing. How have what the Kentuckians next to you said affected your overall demeanor, or even your curiosity of your time? As you continue your journey of self, you must not become numb to the empowered ideas of others, as they are ones who shape tomorrow. So be implored by the greatness your neighbor possesses.
In this room alone, there are 29 counties, 30 schools, and 1,200 students. 1,200 students and 1,200 perspectives. 1,200 voices that provide a one-of-a-kind outlook on this Commonwealth. The wealth of knowledge in this room alone is monumental. This morning, you could have been sitting next to someone from the complete opposite side of the Commonwealth, with a life that is completely different from yours. What's their story? Here at KYA, we ask this of you. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. There are thousands of stories in this room that can be told. The duty falls on you to ensure that there is someone who will hear them. Will you embrace the opportunity to learn about your fellow delegates? Will you open your mind to different opinions and perspectives? Will you listen to their story?
We live in a world thriving with limitless knowledge constantly around us. And yet, even with the entirety of Socrates' collected works within our grasp, there still remains questions that lay beyond our understanding. Some may see this as a badge of dishonor, but the truth is that with knowledge comes ignorance. There will always be questions that reside outside the frame of knowledge, but my teachers have always claimed that the greatest question you can ask is for help. As a conference of young adults on the cusp of greatness, it's easy to reflect on our achievements. It is far more rigorous to acknowledge how little we really know. How can we lead the generation that eliminates the societal segregation that's only experienced in our country? How can we bridge the gap of political polarization in our state? I don't know. However, I have an army of students and teachers assembled before me, and so do you.
We are prone to believing in one thing and never questioning the logic of it. We decide on one political or religious idea, and every day we follow it without considering why we are letting it lead us in the first place. KYA is a place where we can step back for a moment and consider why we believe in the things that we do, and if we should change our beliefs or not. The beauty of KYA is that it's a place where there are so many ideas and opinions that it is hard for us not to question ourselves. Talk to the people with opinions as you. Remember to ask yourself, are my parents' political beliefs truly the best for our state and this nation? Is my religious leader teaching me that God is the way I truly believe him to be? Above all, I urge you not to not stop debating and questioning things once you leave here, because it is the things that you do outside these walls that truly matter.
A regular routine is easy and comfortable. It's waking up and having a list of every step of the day, calculated without margin for error. Abandon it. Ease and comfort are nothing but boring precepts to hide behind. The Kentuckian poet Wendell Berry tells us to do something each day that won't compute. I see this as a twofold challenge. First, to shed our routine of ease and comfort. Second, to be okay with judgment, likely in the form of others thinking you are incontestably and unequivocally wrong. But this is the crux of curiosity. Curiosity is the discomfort of breaking routine and feeling the resulting judgment. Embrace that discomfort. Thrive in their judgment. What did you do today that didn't compute? What will you do tomorrow?
The more you learn about problems at KYA and elsewhere, the more you begin to see other problems. And the more solutions you find, the more people have different solutions, and it can feel impossible to pick one. But improvement is not only about statewide policy, but also anything you see going wrong anywhere. You do not have to work alone. There are more people here to help than it may seem. So call for them and be one of them. Even if you do not feel like it will, everything you do makes a difference. We have a lot of problems to solve, but not all of them are necessarily independent from one another. They are all connected. We can solve issues indirectly. The way to start is by respecting and appreciating each other, because our greatness is what inspires us to help one another.
You have come to this conference with the hopes of making a positive impact throughout our Commonwealth. I applaud you for that, because it is not easy to open your eyes and open your mind. It is not easy to question the world around us and ask how things are the way they are. By being curious, you can fight against the unjust parts of our lives. You can be the one to rattle the chains of inequality and injustice that holds our society back from greatness. You can be the one that moves the chains that keeps our society ignorant, the chains that keep us from moving forward. Allow yourself to wonder, think, and explore. Be the one who opens their mind to the possibility that things may not be correct, equal, or fair. For the sake of right now and future generations to come, end the inequality and injustice that plagues us throughout our lives. Be curious, because without curiosity, people become ignorant. And when we remain ignorant, our world remains the same.
As a citizen, whether it be of our hometowns or of our world, it is our duty to better the area around us. Do not sit idly when injustices prevail, rather be active in the world around you. Be conscious of your surroundings and make sure you are tuned in to what is happening in our world. I want you to imagine for just a second that this KYA is our world. Think of all the people you have impacted with your words and those who have questioned them because they had a different view or opinion. Just think how much we could improve our world if we were to approach our questions with this same curiosity. I don't know why all of you are here today, but the important thing is that all of you made it here and are here now so that we may change the world together.
Think about the words, the possibilities, the opportunity, and the curiosity. If you are curious, you create opportunities. If you create opportunities, you open the door to endless possibilities. The possibilities that you may find extend far beyond this room and beyond what you could possibly imagine. KYA has given you the tools to spark the innate curiosity found inside all of us. Embrace it. Use it to find the opportunities that are waiting to you.
For these past 3 days, we have debated policy, met people from all over the Commonwealth, and began enacting real, tangible change. We aren't professional legislators. We're just a group of people with a passion to make a difference. You don't have to be an extraordinarily lucky person to do extraordinary things. You just have to be curious. Let this serve as an invitation. We invite you to ask questions. We invite you to learn. We invite you to harness the fire inside of you to make a difference.